Perhaps the shortest of the speeches from the governors is from the governor of Plateau State, Jonah Jang, and who gave time to read some messages on his phone talking about the situation as regarding the permanent voter cards and the smart card readers, the concerns of some of the governors over whether or not the smart cards should be used. And he's saying in the case of Plateau State, it's just a lot of worries as regarding the fact that most electorates in that state have not yet gotten their PVCs. So it's been a case of different issues brought forward by these governors at this forum, and question and answer session is listed on the item here. And of course, they say it's an interactive session and is based on the issues of sustenance of democratic values and national development.
It encapsulates two things: democracy and development. And those are the two things we've been working towards in the last 16 years. One of the questions I would like to ask the governors present is, in what way, how do you react to INEC's suggestion? I don't know whether it's a suggestion or a policy that government property, such as aircraft and vehicles, should not be used by the various parties for their campaigns. Both the PDP and the APC have been using government aircraft, government vehicles, and so on. In other countries, what happens, I mean, I can understand the problem of anybody using a vehicle that is not bulletproof in today's Nigeria. But what happens in other countries is that parties pay for these instruments, either aircraft, if they're hiring the aircraft, or vehicles, and so on. What is the view of the PDP on this issue?
The governor of Plateau State will answer.
The question and answer session has just commenced, and media executives, Mr. Ray Ekwu, just threw up the question and response from the governor of Plateau State, Jonah Jang.
Even though I was one of those that used to scuttle democracy, today I'm a born-again Democrat. It's true, I was a founding member of the G18, G34. I was also a founding member of NADECO. So you can see that I'm truly a born-again Democrat. Frankly speaking, sometimes we want to run before we walk. It took these developed nations so many years to arrive where they have arrived today. The day we are able to say no policeman on the street, no soldier on the street when we hold elections, then we can go on our campaigns privately. I've always said that democracy is not meant for poor people. And I'll tell you, I'm one of the privileged Nigerians that were trained in a lot of overseas countries. The truth is that you cannot say, don't do this, don't do that in Nigeria today when the situation does not allow for that kind of a situation. Today, if Jonah Jang walks on the street to go into a shop, to go and shop, I may not get back to that government house safely. And why? Because some people just feel you should not be there. Go to the Plateau State. I challenge all of you, the pressmen, to go to Plateau State and see the performance in my 8 years. But yet, today, I'm one of those that just because they don't want the PDP to continue ruling, nobody wants to see what Jonah Jang has done. And therefore, to prove their points, they would want to take my life off. So we have not gotten to that stage where you can say politicians cannot use, who are privileged, to have certain, aircrafts, government aircrafts, government bulletproof cars, not to use as such when they are going on campaign. Yes, an ordinary person who is just coming out for the first time is not very well known, he has not hurt anybody, but in terms of running the government, I definitely must have stepped on some people's toes. And therefore, they think it's an opportunity to meet him somewhere, to go and campaign somewhere, and then he will have it. My family still needs me. It's true. So, Mr. Ray, yes. Yeah, but I should not pay for it with my life. My family also still needs me. So, we have not gotten to that stage yet. By the grace of God, at the time when people who will go into politics are people who have made it in life. In America today, you cannot get a member of Congress that is not a millionaire. You cannot go and run for a governorship in America that you are not a millionaire. You cannot be a president of America if you are not a millionaire. And that is why these things are kind of used to control what they are doing. But today, okay, even somebody who doesn't have a spoke of a bicycle wants to be a councillor. How do you now? Thank you.